Hello dear students, welcome to the course of database management system. Last time we have learned about what is a DBMS and what were the disadvantage in traditional file system. Today we are going to learn about the levels of abstraction. Abstraction means hiding the certain details from one level to another level. Here in DBMS there are three levels of abstraction: physical level, logical level and view level. Physical level means describe how a record is stored on a disk. That is, what data is stored where on a disk. Data may be stored on a disk through the files, what are the storage locations are there, what is the consecutive addresses are there. That should not be bothered by logical level and view level. So here details of physical level are hides from the logical level. Physical level is a low level. Second level is logical level. In logical level, it is used to describe that how overall data is organized, how the relationship is maintained in the interrelated data. For example, if we have a train reservation, then what is the overall organization of train reservation, what is the fare, how many stations, how the data is organized. This logical level is middle level in which programmer or a database administrators are involved. This programmer or database administrator have to write the piece of code by using any database language. For example, here we are going to use structure query language. One example is given that type instructor, the record ID and data type string name, data type strings, department name string, salary and integer. So how many records are there, what is the how many tables are there, what are the data types of each attribute, that things are hide from the view level. So third level is view level. Application programs hide details of data type. View can also hide information such as employee's salary for security purpose. And let us consider the bank example. A manager have a different view by seeing the accounts of various customers, while customer having different view to see their own accounts. One customer can not see the accounts details of other customers, while manager can see the details of all the customers. So both having different views. In case of the university database, one employee cannot see the details, salary details of other employees. It is because of security purpose. In case of train reservation, one passenger cannot see the details of another passenger, but the employee of the railway department can see overall things. This is called as a view level, and view level is high level. So these three levels shown the different overall organization of the database. Here one diagram is given that physical level is low level, logical level is middle level, and view level view 1, view 2, view 3. So in this diagram, that physical level involve the disk, how the data is stored on a disk. Logical level involve the database administrator or a programmer, that how to organize the overall database, all the data types, what are the name of the columns, what are the how many tables will be there in a database schema. That things are involved in the logical level. So physical level hides the details from logical level, and logical level hides the details from view level. View 1, let us say manager of the bank. View 2, let us say the customer of the bank. View N, there are different employees of the bank. So all these people having different views for the database. Next term is what is the instances and what is a schema. Similar to types and variables in programming language, logical schema, the overall logical structure of database. Example, database consists of information about set of customers and accounts in a bank and the relationship between them. Analogous to type information in variable and program name. So logical schema means overall definition of the structure, that how many columns of the table will be there, what are the data types of the columns. It is just like the declare variable in programming language. Like we are writing INTA, where is a variable and INT is a data type of that variable. Physical schema means overall physical structure of database. For example, how much memory space has taken by that variable in on a disk or in main memory, like that how much memory space has taken by this logical schema in hard disk, that called as physical schema. Instance, for example, in programming language, storing the value in a variable as an input. So at time t equal to 1, value may be 5, at time t equal to 2, value may be 6. At a particular moment, if value is 5, then we have to say 5 is an instance of that variable. At particular time t equal to 2, if there is a value 6 in that variable, then we have to say that 6 is an instance of that variable. Similarly, in database, if there are 2 records in a table, then we have to say that there are 2 instances of that table. If there are 3 records at time t equal to 2, then we have to say that there are 3 instances at that particular time. So physical data independence is the ability of modify the physical schema without changing the logical schema. That applications depend on logical schema. In general, interfaces between various labels and component should be well defined so that changes in some part do not seriously influence the other. So physical data independence means without changing the logical schema, we are going to change the physical schema, and it is depend upon the applications of logical schema. That components of database need to define in well manner. Another topic is data models. There are various types of data model, a collection of tools for describing data and their relationship, what are the rules and what are the conditions that we are going to apply on database. So through this course, in detail we have to learn what is a relational model, and throughout this course we are going to learn about the relational model. What is the entity relationship data model, that is mainly used to database design. In this course also we will learn in detail object based data models, it is object oriented and object relational data models. We will learn XML. Last, these are to the old models, network model and hierarchical model, that are not in our course. So let us see the example of relational model. It is just simple table. It has 4 columns. Column is ID, column name is name, column name is department name, column name is salary. These column names are called as attributes. The instructor table, instructor is called as a relation. Relation means table, and in this table there are various records, that is ID 5 times 2, name is Einstein, department physics, and salary is 95,000. These are called as rows and the attributes called as columns. Rows are nothing but records and attributes. Columns are nothing but relational model, that is figure B, relation, that is table, department table. It has 3 columns. Column means attribute, department name, building, budget. Department name will have data type which is defined by the programmer. Building also have data type which is defined by the programmer. It will come into the logical level. So whatever we are seeing here table, it is in the view. So the component of database management system, first one is data definition language. So next time we will learn in detail what is a data definition language. Thank you very much.